In today's video, I'm going to compare and contrast two different ways of painting black in watercolor using actual lamp black and by mixing my own black. Most watercolor artists have their own favorite way of painting black and shadow areas, and for a beginning watercolor artist, this can be a little bit confusing. Why wouldn't you just use black paint? Well, today I want to show you the pros and cons of each method, while also demonstrating that it is possible to produce beautiful, realistic artwork no matter which way you decide to paint black. Let me start by showing you these two puppy paintings side by side. I want you to try and guess which one was created with lamp black and which one is a mixed black. Okay, let me tell you. The Springer Spaniel puppy's black fur was painted using Daniel Smith lamp black. The black German Shepherd puppy was painted using a mixture of Daniel Smith indigo and burnt umber. And did you guess correctly? You might be wondering what factors to consider when choosing which black to use. Well, first, it helps to know the properties of the paint you're using. Here are some questions to ask when deciding on your black. Number one, is the area you're painting a flat black, or are there areas of light and shadow with more subtle nuances? Number two, do you want to be able to add transparent layers, or is a highly opaque black what you're going for? And number three, do you need the paint to look neutral, or does it vary in color temperature? Color temperature, by the way, is how warm or cool a color looks. For example, blue is a cool color and red is a warm color. Like you can imagine a thermometer turning colors or changing to blue as the temperature drops, and turning red like a sunburn when it's warm. Colors work the same way. So let's talk about why I chose these different approaches for these two different paintings. I'll start with the Springer. For this one, I chose Daniel Smith lamp black, which is a highly opaque, high staining, cool black. One pro for reaching for this color is that it requires no mixing. All you need to adjust is your values, which of course is just done by adding more water to lighten the color. For the Springer, I enjoyed the simplicity of using a single color. I didn't have to worry about making an uneven ratio between colors. I could just put down the paint completely confident that the color temperature would remain neutral and constant. For beginners, this is definitely the easiest way to paint black. It's intuitive and it's just instantly gratifying. Because the paint is highly opaque and staining, however, if you mix lamp black with other colors, it will certainly darken them, but it will also cause them to become less transparent, and you can potentially end up with murky shadows. I chose lamp black for this painting because I wanted an opaque, neutral black. I knew I wouldn't need to add layers, and I was very happy with the result. For the German Shepherd, I used my favorite combo for making black, Daniel Smith indigo and burnt umber. Indigo is much more transparent and less staining than lamp black, but still intensely dark. When combined with warm, semi-opaque burnt umber, it creates the perfect black in my opinion. Some pros for using this combo. You can control how warm or cool your black or gray is by adjusting the indigo to burnt umber ratio. The constant shift in color temperature within dark shapes is actually much more common in nature than flat neutral tones, and I think much more interesting both to look at and to paint. And because these two colors are non-staining, it's easier to lift color, and the transparent quality of the color makes layering easier. And you're less likely to get that ugly, overworked, murky look in your darkest shadows. There are some cons, especially for beginners, which include the difficulty of mixing the correct ratio of colors. It does take a lot of practice and experimentation to get the right combination of paint and water, both to get the correct color temperature and the correct value. And if you're painting a lot of black, such as this German Shepherd puppy, you have to try to get a consistent look all throughout the painting. There are actually a lot of different ways to mix black. I would venture to say that most watercolor artists do prefer to mix their blacks because they want to preserve the luminosity in their paints and control the color temperature. But I'm a firm believer that there are no hard and fast rules when it comes to watercolor painting, and each individual should just adopt a system and a set of colors that works for them. So try both of these methods for yourself and see what you prefer. Also, I want to let you know if you want to learn how to paint these pups and are looking for narrated step-by-step instruction, they are available in real time if you sign up for a membership through my website. I'll include a link in the description below so you can view all of the different tutorials that are currently available. Feel free to leave me a comment below. Let me know how you like to use black in your paintings. I'm always a student myself, so I'd love to hear your insights. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.